Good afternoon. My name is Morgan Foster, and I'm going to be talking to you about why teachers should use iPads and iPhones in the classroom more. And excuse the way I look, it's a lake weekend and I got burnt yesterday out on the boat. But anyways, I'm going to start out by telling you about why I personally like using iPads and iPhones in the classroom. Well, I am just naturally not a good test taker. I get nervous about it. And I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but to me, it is less intimidating to take a test or quiz online. And this is in one of my other points on down. But it's also easier for the teacher to grade. Even if it's not in the classroom, the students can pull it up anywhere and take it on their laptop, on their iPad or their iPhone. It's just all around, just so much easier and so convenient. Anyways, my first point is research in a classroom is so much faster if you have your iPad or iPhone. Like, for example, if you're an English teacher and they have a research paper due in a couple of weeks and they need to do some research in the classroom and you want them to go ahead and get some of that out of the way so in case they have questions, or if you're a math teacher and you need them to research some kind of math equation, I mean, you can honestly use research in the classroom on iPads or iPhones for any subject. Another thing is, back to the tests and quizzes on the iPads and iPhones, it's easier for the teachers to grade, like I said. It's easier for the students. It may be less intimidating for the students. That's just my personal opinion on it. A big point for me is that it saves money. You save money on paper, you save money on books. Like if it's elementary through high school, the school doesn't have to buy books. You save a ton of money on paper. You don't have to print off for tests or quizzes or announcements, whatever. And then for college, the students save a lot of money on books because books are crazy expensive. And ebooks are a lot less expensive. Then the students can't say, oh, I forgot my book, because we always have our phones. This generation, we always have our phones. So students can't use that excuse because they'll always have their book. Half the time, students don't even buy books. So if they know they can have it on their phone all the time, they may buy it then. Okay, one of my other points is that it's easier access to online school resources in the classroom. Like if you need to access an online database or the library, or even if you have an announcement on Blackboard that you want the students to see, or you have an assignment on Blackboard that the students need to do, you don't have to worry about printing that off. They can go into that app or go onto the online database and just pull up whatever they need to pull up for the class. Another thing is there are tons of learning apps out there for iPads and iPhones. Back to my point of it being easier for teachers to grade quizzes and tests from the phone, you could also do homework on apps, and that's another thing that would be easier for you to do. Learning apps could go so many places. They could teach students that don't really understand the teacher. They could learn on that app. There may be different teaching strategies that the student can learn on there that they can't learn in the classroom. And my last point is that students are just all around more engaged with iPads and iPhones. Because if you think about it, this generation, we are used to technology. We were brought up with technology. We started in elementary school with computers, and it's just expanded from there. And we are just so used to technology and so used to iPads and iPhones. So instead of having to use those books and students going through books and getting bored, there's so many options on iPads and iPhones. So why not take advantage of using technology and use iPads and iPhones more in the classroom? Okay, well, thank you for watching. Bye.